wait, people are telling you that having a fucking camera shoved up your dick doesn't suck?
Well, I think they're just trying to be like calming because like obviously it's pretty nerve wracking. But a lot of people are saying like, you'll be asleep, like you won't even feel it. It's no big deal. But like, come on, let's be realistic, people.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? What's your name?
My name's Evan.
Evan, how's it going, dude?
It's going all right. It's going all right. How are you doing?
How am I doing? Who cares? How can I help you today, Evan? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I was just calling to talk about how I might have to get a camera put up my penis.
Oh, your dick hole. Yeah. Oh, I've heard about the camera up the dick hole. You know what? I have a refined answer to my question of how I'm doing. Is the second you said, I was like doing fine, and then the second you said that you have to get a camera put up your dick hole, I got like a little shock to my brain. That was like, oh no, some people have to get cameras put up their dick holes. And all of a sudden, I'm actually doing pretty great.
Yeah, I wish I might not have to get it done, but I'm really hoping that I don't.
Yeah. Why? What's going on with your penis?
Well, like about a year ago, around Christmas time last year, every time I would pee, it would feel like I had to pee again, like right afterwards, like I really had to pee. And I had no idea what that was. So all my friends were telling me that it was a bladder infection. And even my doctor said, like, yeah, it's probably just a bladder infection. But then I got it 4 more times. And I just went to the doctor's office today, and he was saying that there could be, like, some sediment, like broken up kidney stones in my bladder.
Oh,
and that
God.
I might need to get a camera put up there. And I'm pretty nervous about that.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Yeah.
What did you do something to really, like, did you do something morally unjust, either in this life or a past one, that caused you to deserve this, do you think?
I mean, everybody makes mistakes in life. I probably did something in one of my last lives, but, it could also just be an unlucky thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. How old are you?
I am 21.
Oh, that's young. I feel like kidney stones is something that happens to, like, old guys.
That's what I thought, too, but I guess, like, the doctor said that that's really the only thing it could probably be, unless he says, like, because my girlfriend was telling me that it could possibly be like a urinary tract infection, but then the doctor said like guys don't get those often at all, so it's most likely not that.
I'm so sorry that you have rocks in your dick, dude. Hats off to you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, can I do anything for you? Do you want like a piece of candy or something?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Where do you live?
I live in Michigan.
Okay, next time in Michigan, I'm gonna
you can just toss it over.
Yeah, okay. I'll figure out how to get you a piece of candy, man. God damn. They should make all the like cancer kids, and there's like Make-A-Wish for the cancer kids. They need a Make-A-Wish. They need a Make-A-Wish for guys like you. I would donate to a fund that gives a PlayStation 5 to every 21-year-old guy who has to have a camera put up his dick hole.
That'd be pretty cool, honestly. I hope no other guy has to go through that. The doctor said that it should be painless because they put you to like sleep for like 10 minutes, but somehow I don't believe that. I for some reason feel like I'll still feel it in my dreams that I'll be dreaming in those 10 minutes.
Oh God, that would suck if when they put you to sleep you just have a dream that like a snake is biting your cock or something.
Yeah, and you can still feel it, and you're like, I thought this was supposed to help.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh God.
Oh man.
This is probably my reaction. Yeah, well, you say that, but I get this feeling that my reaction to everything you're telling me is not helpful. It's probably is it making this worse?
No, actually, if you think about it, like everybody always tries to calm your worries. So to have somebody actually like say like, you know what, that does suck, and like I wouldn't want to go through that. It's like, you know what, you're right, because everybody around me, the doctor's like, it's painless. Everybody's like, stuff happens in your life, but I'm like, you know what? Gecko's actually telling me that it does suck, so it does suck, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, wait, people are telling you that having a fucking camera shoved up your dick doesn't suck?
Well, I think they're just trying to be like calming, because like obviously it's pretty nerve wracking, but a lot of people are saying like, you'll be asleep, like you won't even feel it. It's no big deal. But like, come on, let's be realistic, people.
No, oh my God. If a doctor told me they got to put something up my dick, I would just be like, you know what? Whatever I have, just let it kill me.
Yeah, I think I'm a little too young to have kidney stones, but I guess anything can happen.
Oh man, that'd be crazy if like your girlfriend was like going down on you, and then she like sucked a rock out of your penis.
Oh man. Well, I mean, my girlfriend has tonsil stones, so it probably wouldn't be that different for her.
Yo, that'd be crazy if like one of your kidney stones went into her mouth, and then one of her tonsil stones like fucking mashed together with the kidney stone, and it like exploded.
Man, I don't even know. I don't know if that'd be enjoyable or not. I don't know how it would be, but I guess you never can't say no until you try it.
That sounds like a science experiment.
Yeah, my girlfriend's making disgusted faces while she's right next to me.
You guys, I just heard your girlfriend go, ugh.
Yeah, she was actually you did a show in Detroit in May at some point. She actually was she got, I forgot when exactly what it was. I think it was like 2 years ago. But she actually got called on the stage because I told her to write out a little prompt for you, and you talked to her on stage. And I actually have a picture with you in my phone of you and her, and then me and you.
Wait, what did we
cool.
did we talk about her parents getting divorced or something?
You talked about how her stepmom had sex with her stepmom's nephew, kind of like an incest situation.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yo, how's she doing?
She's doing good. She actually has a much better relationship with that stepmom. And
That's
she
cool.
does not tell them about Therapy Gecko because she's afraid that they'll find that somewhere out in the internet or.
Oh no! I mean, that's
wherever.
on my. I have our conversation on a hard drive or something like that, but they can't get it.
You can use that as blackmail if anything ever happens.
Man, yo, do women get kidney stones? Like, can you get like a stone in your vagina?
That's a good question. Can women get kidney stones, Ellie? She says yes. All right, then I guess that's our answer.
Wait, why would she know? I guess
I don't know. I mean, she knows a lot about female anatomy, obviously.
Wait, hand her the phone. She's saying something.
There you go.
Wait, what? No. Oh, okay. Hello?
Hey, what's up? You were saying something. Your friend got a kidney stone in her vagina?
Yeah, my friend, she was like 14. And
Jesus.
She kept talking about how she has kidney stones.
Ugh. That's horrible.
I honestly feel bad for anybody that has to go through that.
Yo, give your boyfriend a piece of candy, dude. He deserves a piece of candy or something.
Do you want candy? You guys tell me to give you candy.
I mean, hey, anything helps as long as it's not a camera.
God damn.
Valid.
Because your boyfriend said that everyone's been telling him that it's not going to be that bad. When he told you that he had to have a camera shoved up his dick hole, what did you say?
I mean, oh man, you told me to be honest. I told him it was gonna be fine, but then again, I also understand like the fear because I don't have a dick, but I wouldn't want that.
No, God, it sounds awful.
But hopefully he has good dreams and yeah, have good dreams.
All right, well, can you hand the phone back to him?
Yeah.
Wait. Before you do that.
Oh.
Wait, are you still there?
Hello?
Yeah. What's going on with you? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's great. Been finally doing school, which is wild. That's something I didn't think would ever happen to me in my life, but I'm starting college. Yeah, how have you been? Are you doing good?
I'm doing good. I was saying earlier that I think anyone listening to this, if you don't have a rock in your penis or vagina or whatever you got, I think you're doing pretty good. So I'm gonna take that perspective right now as the answer to that question. I
agree.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you were doing good.
Thank you. I'm gonna hand the phone back to him. Is that okay?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Of course.
Hey, I'm back.
Damn, man, you really have a rock, and you have rocks in your penis, man. That's crazy.
I know. It sucks, but hopefully that situation can get sorted.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by a camera somehow.
What do you want to do with your life if you make it out?
Well, preferably the track that I'm on right now, I'm looking to be an electrician, so hopefully I can still make it there somehow if I get past these rocks.
That could be cool. Yeah, because I feel like it's like beating cancer, where it's like, oh, I can do anything now. You know, you did the hardest thing. If you piss rocks out of your dick, I think that you can. There's no other worldly challenge that I don't think you can do.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I get through this, I mean, it's been going on since, well, about 2.5 weeks ago. This session of this feeling started again, and then just today I heard that I might have to get a camera put up there. So, I mean, we're making our way through. We're climbing the mountain.
Yo, do you get to keep the footage?
Honestly, I don't know. That'd be pretty. I thought about that earlier. Like, I wonder because if you've ever seen like cameras being put somewhere in a human body, it kind of like you don't really know what you're looking at, but the doctor does.
Yeah.
It kind of just looks like a bunch of squishy pink stuff. I wonder if I'd actually be able to be like, hey, that's the inside of me, and I know where this is because I felt it.
Yo, if you do get the footage, you should make an OnlyFans and put the footage up there.
Man.
Because if you think about how much money people are making posting photos of the outside of their private parts, you know, you could probably make some money posting the inside of yours, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's people like a lot of things. There's probably somebody out there who would die for something like that. And, you know, it doesn't seem like a market that's been touched very much. So maybe I'll be the kingpin of footage from inside the body. Who knows?
Yeah, I like that. All right, there we go.
Content come out of it.
Okay, Okay, I feel good about this call because I feel like we took this.
I do too.
We took this and we changed the perspective to make it a good thing.
I agree. I 100% agree. You definitely made me feel better about this situation.
Good. What's your name again?
My name's Evan.
Evan, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Oh, yeah. Everybody should watch the show Dexter. That's what I have to say. Best show.
Never seen it.
You should. You should see it.
All right. Take care, man.
Take care, man. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Man, I'm doing great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry anytime I ever said it. I'm sorry for every time I was ever upset about anything in my entire life. That's really how I feel right now. I'm just so happy that I don't have rocks in my penis. I feel like every time whatever, the bus was late and I'm like, the fucking bus is late. It's like, I don't have rocks in my penis right now. I don't care. That's how I feel about stuff. Anytime you're pissed off about something, you're like, the bank is closed and they said they were going to be open. It's like, all right, well, it's like, you know, I think about it like that. Like, next time you're upset about something, take the thing you're upset about. Oh man, you know what? If you're like, oh man, this girl won't text me back, is pissed off about that. You know, imagine an angel comes down from the sky, and they're like, well, okay, how about this? The girl will text you back, but you have to have rocks in your penis. You're like, oh, I'll take my thing. I'll take the thing I'm upset about over that, you know, times a billion. You know, oh man, you call customer service and then you get a robot and you're pissed off. Angel's like, all right, well, we'll have them connect you to a human to solve your problem, but after the phone call is over, you have to piss rocks out of your dick. You're like, oh, I'll talk to the robot. It's fine. Life's not that bad, except for the caller we just talked to. His life is currently he has rocks in his penis. But he's going to be fine because he didn't seem that bad. I was way more upset about it than I think he was, at least as much as he was letting on. He seemed okay. So, I don't know. He's a warrior, and hopefully he gets a pizza party after all this. Hello?
Yes.
Hey, what's your name?
Hey, my name's Carson. How are you today?
Carson, I'm doing good. Have we ever spoken before, Carson?
We have not. I'm a long-term listener, first-time caller.
Kick ass, man. It's cool to me that the show is entering its 5th year, starting in 2025, and we're still getting new callers. I think that's sick. What's up with you, Carson? How may I get you today?
You know what? I got a lot going on in terms of stress and anxiety, new jobs and moving going on. And I'm just looking for not necessarily therapy, but just some opinions from someone on the outside.
Okay. Well, I'm no good at life, but I'll try my best to I wish you would have come in here with something a little bit more fun, but it's okay. No, I'm just I'm messing with you, man. What's up? What's going on?
Not much. Just I'm one of your older listeners. Probably I'm over 35 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have a habit of smoking cannabis mostly all day, every day, and I'm starting to figure out that it's influencing my family and personal relationships, and I'm having trouble with that as well. But mostly, more than anything, I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife and I are thinking about having a second baby here, and it's really hard because I'm wanting one and she's kind of not. So just a lot going on.
Can't relate to you on smoking weed all day every day because I've never touched the stuff before.
Right.
No, you know what's funny is I actually typed into Chat GPT like yesterday. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something that literally happened to me. Is I typed into Chat GPT. I was like, "Is it bad to smoke weed every day?" And then it wrote, "Here are some of the pros and cons of smoking weed every day." And it generated this big list of cons, and I was like, I'm not going to look at that. It's probably fine. And then I just never thought about it again, and I continued to smoke weed every day, all day, and, forget. My fucking friend asked me, I hung out with him one evening, and he was like, "What'd you do today?" And I was like, I don't remember. And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Jesus Christ, man." So
that's just about my everyday at this point. So I feel you. I hear you loud and clear.
Let me ask you that. Yeah. So I'm with you. I've also been smoking weed all day, every day, and it's not. It's probably not good. But I don't know. Why do you think you smoke weed every day?
I started pretty long time ago when I was in my early 20s. I thought I was doing myself a favor in terms of anxiety and mood and just all around. It was helpful, but I'm figuring out slowly as the years are passing by, the positive outcomes or positive influences or positivity that's coming from me smoking is coming down less and less, and the negativity is growing more and more. So it's kind of like this inverse thing going on. Really confusing to me, but it's what I'm figuring out.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, well, let me ask you this. Okay, so you, we can totally just free flow shoot the shit on this, but you said you wanted an outside opinion, and what specifically do you want an outside opinion on?
A couple things, mostly your opinion on what you think about. Just if you were in my situation, I live in California, in Central California. I have a home, a wife, and a 2.5-year-old child. I got a job offer that's 3 hours away. It doesn't pay more than the job I have now, but it's in a much better location. I don't know if it's worth it to uproot my family for the job. I've weighed out the positives, negatives, and even making lists, trying to make decisions. I just can't come to a decision, and I don't know how to make the decision.
Why? So why is this a better location?
I'm currently living in Fresno, and it's kind of a, for lack of a better word, shit place. Lots of crime, lots of dirt and grime here. For lack of a better term, it's not a good place. I got a job in San Luis Obispo, which is like, the inverse of that, which is really nice place, great people, clean. And I don't mean anything negative by my comments here, just being real about it,
So when you say uproot your family, you guys got a house, right? And you have to sell the house and then go buy a new one. And then how old's your kid?
2.5. Not in school yet, so that's
okay. Your kid has zero emotional attachment to Fresno, California. And
Exactly.
What about your wife? Does she care?
her family is here. My family's here, so it's kind of the family, leaving everything. We were born and raised here, so it's, when I say uprooting, I think it's just moving everything that's comfortable, that's known, that I feel good with, and kind of heading to the unknown. You know, I know I should, and I know it's probably something it's just so hard, you know.
Well, here's the thing, man. You're not moving. You're not moving to China. You're moving 3 hours away within the state of California. I think 3 hours is a perfect distance from your family. It's actually, I think you should definitely. You know what? I'm coming into a new era with this podcast. I'm gonna just tell people what I think they should do. You should totally move because you're moving away from your family. It's 3 hours. You know, 3 hours is a great distance to be from your family because you know, you can live your own fucking life and not live in a place that you say yourself is a shithole. And then when you want to, you can go be with your family. I mean, if you really sound like you hate Fresno. And I don't know, it's probably going to be a pain in the ass to sell your house and buy a new one, but you can figure that out. So if you want to move, just move. You've provided, in my opinion, if you want my opinion, capital O opinion, you've provided no reason whatsoever to not move, except for the fact that it would be kind of annoying, just logistically wise.
When the Gecko speaks, I listen. So I'm hearing you loud and clear, 100%. The only thing, you know, I can think of off the top of my head, it would be financially. It's quite more expensive there. So the quality of life, or the way we're living life, would definitely need to change. But it's nothing that's, you know, I can definitely do it and put it into action. So
what do you need to what do you need to change?
So housing prices are substantially more there. Rent is substantially more. Food, daycare, it just all of it. So it's just going to be a lot more, you know.
Yeah, go give it a shot, man. I know it. Well, it's funny because to me, I'm like, you know,
like why not?
Yeah, well, because to me, it's like it's a 3 hour move. It's kind of nothing.
Right. You know what? When you say it to me, it sounds ridiculous. But when I'm working it out in my head, it's such a different problem. I don't know how to explain that. Me talking to myself about it sounds so much different than you speaking to me about it out loud. Kind of realizing that now.
That's what I realize that's a lot of problems. Like if you have something that you've been stewing in your head about for a long time. This happens to me all the time. I'll be stewing in my head about something and I'll talk to somebody about it, and just talking to somebody about it, I'm like, wait, I'm making a way bigger deal out of this than it actually is.
And one other thing I wanted to talk to you about, you know, just a lot of the reason I listen to your podcast, I relate to you on many ways. A lot of the things you say, a lot of your opinions, I think the same way. I would say many of the same things you say to your listeners, so I feel like listening to you is almost, not literally, but almost figuratively, like me being there giving people advice.
What opinions do we agree on, do you think?
We agree on the opinions of being open-minded. Like, okay. I noticed that a lot of times you're open-minded with people. You're not really closed. If they have an idea or they have something that they're not sure about, you'll actually let them air out their ideas, think of different perspectives, and go from there. I'm also the same way.
Okay, cool.
But I guess what I wanted to talk to you about was kind of the cannabis, marijuana thing.
Yeah, sure.
I know we've already kind of touched on that a couple times, but you know, I worked in the cannabis industry for 7 or 8 years. I kind of got out of it when I had my son, but there's this attachment that I have, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I tried to kind of let this go and move away, but for some reason, it's like I'm emotionally drawn back, and it doesn't make sense to me.
To marijuana?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, well,
Strange thing, I know. Strange thing to say, I know.
Okay, well, let me ask you. All right, let me phrase it like this, just to make it easier for me to respond to this. Is there anything specifically about marijuana that you wanted my opinion on not as a medical professional and not as our psychologist, but as a fat guy that smokes weed all day. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think you're going to reach a point in your life where you're going to finally say enough's enough and turn away?
You know what's funny is when I think about the point in my life where I finally stop smoking weed, I mean, I have no good reason to stop, I don't think, except for the fact that it's destroying my brain. But it's not good enough for me yet.
How about if you had a health condition, like let's say your lungs started hurting, or you started coughing up like really nasty black stuff, or you started waking up at night noticing your chest wasn't feeling right, stuff like that.
Every day on the front page of Reddit, you see some fucking thing that says like marijuana actually prevents lung cancer, which is probably not true, but
right.
You want to? Here's my real thing: is I kind of think for me, the point I would stop getting high all the time would be if I had a kid, because like I'll get high and do everything. I'll get high and like, go places where I'm like, I shouldn't have gotten high before, like, doing this. But whatever, it only affects me. Who gives a shit?
Right.
But if I have a kid, I don't want to like be high around my kid. So
absolutely not.
Yeah. So I think that would be the time in which I would quit. But right now, the main reason I wanted to stop smoking weed is because I was anxious all the time, and it gave me like severe like I binge eat a lot when I get stoned. But for the past month that I've been getting high like pretty much every day, and I haven't been binge eating as much as normal. I've actually been able to keep that under control, and I've been able to keep my anxiety under control. So I've just been going at it hard. So I don't have a good reason to quit. But yeah, I think that would be the point where I would say enough is enough for me personally. Is like if I had a kid. Although blowing smoke in a child's face does sound fun, and I might do it at least once.
That might be the most wild thing I've heard in a while. It's crazy.
It does sound like it would be fun. It sounds like it would be I don't know. It sounds like it would make me feel powerful.
Right. Hey, I'd love to jump off topic here if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about all these drones that have been popping up everywhere?
I don't know, but I don't have. I've run out of opinions to give you once we've started talking about drones in the sky. Here's my opinion: is we're gonna all blow each other up. China's gonna blow us up. We're gonna blow them up. We're all just gonna blow each other up and die. And when we do that, it'll be what we did. And maybe a billion years later, some new form of life will evolve, and they'll do stuff, and that'll just keep happening infinitely. And you and I won't have to care because we'll have been dead for truly billions of years.
Yeah, that's something I think about often. Everything I'm doing, everything I'm saying, thinking, everyone I love, in another 50, 60 years, none of it's going to matter. Right. And that hits hard sometimes. That's a big one. You're absolutely right.
Was this a helpful conversation?
Yeah, it was great. I'm going to be honest.
Okay, good.
I've been dying to talk to you for a couple years now, and I saw you posted online that you were online about 55 seconds, so I said, today's the day. I knew it was
kick
today.
ass. So. All right, cool. I'm glad we got to talk, Carson.
Awesome. Hey, I appreciate your time. Thank you, Lyle.
Hey, thank you, Carson. You seem like a nice guy. I wish you good luck in whatever it is you do.
You as well. You have a good day.
Hey, take care.
Thanks.
Oh, I liked that guy. He was a nice guy. It is fun. It's funny. It's just, I don't know. It's funny with like my, he's like, I smoke weed every day. And what do I do? And I'm like, I don't know. I also smoke weed every day and wonder if it's a bad idea. I don't know. I've been liking it lately. I've been liking getting really high, but there's no such. Here's the thing. I just know there's no such thing as free lunch. You know what I mean? Like nothing enjoyable comes for free, and so I don't like. You don't. Nothing. There's nothing in life where it's like you just get this pleasure. You get to feel really good and euphoric, and there's no drawbacks whatsoever. either it's like if you feel good and euphoric from like exercise, right? You still have to like do a bunch of work to fucking get to that point. Or if you feel good and euphoric from eating a bunch of cookies, it's probably bad for you. If you feel good and euphoric from smoking a bunch of weed, it probably fucks up your brain. So there's a cost to everything. So I just off of that math, I'm thinking that smoking weed every day is probably bad. But I'm gonna keep doing it because it's nice. Hello? Hey, what's your name?
Mr. Geck?
Yeah, what's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie. What's up, Eddie?
What's up, Geck? I want to say, just been a long-time listener. Finally get to talk to you. I work at Amazon right now. I'm a driver, and every day I always listen to your podcast. Actually, right now I was listening to the Gecko, and I saw you were online. I was like, I'm just gonna call this guy. Why not?
Cool. Thanks for listening to the pod, Eddie. You see, I don't know why I like your vibe though. You got a nice vibe to you.
Thank you.
What's up with you? How's Amazon? Is it horrible? You can tell. We're not. There's no sponsor. What you can say it. You can say if it's horrible. I want to know if it's horrible, and I want to know how horrible it is.
Oh man. So yeah, I'll say it's horrible. I think a lot of it, like, since right now it's like peak season, it's just been like, well, it's kind of over now, but when the whole rush was happening, shit, like, I don't know whoever works in Amazon in the chat, but like, you're averaging at least like 530 packages and then like almost like 200 stops, and then you're doing that by yourself, which sucks is because like I see FedEx drivers and I see UPS drivers like driving in the neighborhood too, and then they have helpers, but for Amazon drivers we don't have helpers. We have to do this shit by ourselves.
So I'm curious, like, if Amazon sucks, is there a path for you to jump ship and move over to like FedEx or UPS?
Yeah, I mean, I think like that's what people usually do. Like, for example, like we had an employee that worked with us. He just like, he was working in his route, and then out of nowhere, like a FedEx driver came up to him like, "Hey, like, do you want to work for us?" Like, sometimes it's like that, or it's just like people you know. But obviously, like, if you're a driver and you have experience, you could just like, I don't know, you're more than likely to get hired in those positions. Except for UPS, I feel like UPS, you have to like make your way up to be the driver, because for them it takes a lot longer to become a driver.
Well, before we continue, I wanna, if you want to give you the chance, if there was a particular thing that you wanted to talk about, that maybe we could talk about it.
It's just about the shitty peak season for sure. Like, I would say it's just that, like there's people that work like 6 days straight. Like, I only worked 4 days, because usually with Amazon, with like the hours, like, they're not like accurate. They're more, you work 10 hours and then like you get 3 days off, which is pretty cool. But then when it comes to peak season, it's like you can either work more and make more money, but then like your body's like drained as hell, or you could just stay like, I only worked 4 for this season, and like I feel like my body's, it feels like a 40-year-old. I'm only 27 right now. My knees are shitty right now. So yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. But I'm trying to get out of this place. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've been working here for like 6 years now. So now it's just trying to like have better opportunity and whatnot.
What does getting out of this place look like?
Working for like the county, either the county or doing like anything IT. I was going to school for cybersecurity, but I feel like everybody was doing that shit. So I was like, nah, I'm like, I want to do something else. Like, maybe do, I don't know, like something working with servers, networking and whatnot.
Very nice. What do you have any hobbies? What do you do outside of working?
Usually just build computers and game a lot. I've been playing a lot of pickleball lately. It's been pretty fun. It's a really popular sport right now.
You said you build computers?
Yeah.
How do you build a
Yeah, like-
computer? That's a stupid question, but like like from scratch, like you use like sand and you build a computer?
Yeah, so usually you have to, you know, there's the store. I live in SoCal, so like Orange County area. So there's a store called Micro Center. So over there, they just have a bunch of like PC parts, and then like you can like I don't know what your budget like. It depends what your budget is. Like you can go like people spend like I don't know if you're familiar with like PCs, Gek, but there's people that spend like $10,000-$15,000 on a computer, and like they'll ask me like, "Oh, can you build this for me?" I said, "Yeah, sure." Like sometimes I'll do it for free because I just love building computers. But then there's that like like the hustle, you know, mentality of like, let me just make a couple bucks out of this, you know. So yeah.
Is that something you would want to pursue as like a job, like making computers for a living?
Yeah, I mean, overall, like just anything in tech, you know, I feel like I should just if I'm surrounded by it and I love it, and I feel like if I can, I know there's a lot of career in it nowadays as far as like our technology progressing. So I might as well just step more into it. If that makes sense.
I'm a Mac guy, so I've never experimented with like building a PC or anything like that. Are you not you're not a Mac guy?
I never had one, but I know a lot of my friends that work in the like IT industry, they use Mac. So there's that.
Have you ever experienced anything? You ever like seen any naked people when you're delivering for Amazon?
Not well. You know, that's funny. Oh shit. Okay, so there was this one time I was working in the hills, like freaking like $1 million mansions, right? And so what happens was that so I pulled up to the house and I noticed there was a steep hill. I was like, oh shit. Okay, so I have to walk this, and that's another downside of Amazon. Obviously, there's a lot of walking, but going back. So I got the package. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go up to the front door. So I go up to the front door, and like at the corner of my eye, I see a guy walking with 2 buckets in his hands. I was like, just the corner of my eye. I was like, okay, like that's the customer. I turned my head, and this guy is literally like, his dick is out, like everything is out. I was like, oh shit. And he's like, it's like, oh, like, I'm sorry. It's like, he said something kind of weird. He's like, I'm sorry, like, I'm cleaning my hot tub right now. Like, if I don't mind, if you don't mind. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I said, okay. I'm just gonna put this. I'm just gonna like. I look at my phone, and the worst part of the gag was like, okay, I look at my phone. He's like, you can set the package there, and I look at my phone, and I look at the house number. I was like, oh shit, this is the wrong house. So I had to turn it back around and just be like, all right, sir, see you later. And I just ran out of there, and then that was only the one time for sure. That it was just that one time. I've ever seen someone naked. Sadly, it was a guy, not a girl, but you know.
It's funny that he wasn't even expecting a package.
Yeah, I'm sure he was in a way.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he was just happy that someone could come and look at his penis for the first time in 40 years.
Something like that, yeah. I'm just like, shit. But yeah.
Well, Eddie, what's your, I guess before we go, what's your dream? What's the ultimate Eddie beautiful life look like?
Oh, the dream. Honestly, I'd just say the dream is just to be able to just first have a home and then family and then kids. That's it. Have a good job, of course, too. I think that's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, hopefully one day see you in person. I didn't even get to go to one of your live tours, but I don't know. Do you plan on going soon? Because I think you said you were going to take a year off.
Yeah, I'm planning to take this year off, but I think I'll go back out again in 2026. It just kind of depends on what the demand looks like. Like if people want to come, I'll go out again. But I got to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's more on just like your mental health. I think that's the most important thing, and you're already in the right path when it comes to working out. Because I think working out plays a big part of just having that good mental health. Because
oh man, I fully agree with you, and I fully appreciate you. But you saying this just now is making me realize that I've told way too many people that I was going to do this, which is good because by the way, I am going. Like I know I've said before that I'm going to do it, but I really have no reason to not do it this time. Yeah. But I am going to feel like a piece of shit if I don't. I'm 100% going to do it. Like I'm so. I don't know if I'm going to have abs or whatever, but like I do plan. I mean, whatever. I want to weigh as much as I did when I first started doing this show, at least. It's like I feel like I sacrificed a lot of my physical health to kind of get to a certain point, and now that I've enjoyed the ride of that, I'm like, okay, let me get back to a certain let me stop abandoning my like health and shit. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, if I may ask, how much did you weigh before when like all this, like before you started?
I probably was like 170 or something like that. And
you're 5'6" or 5'7"?
5'6". So I was like, I'd like to get to a health. I'm getting into too much detail, but I don't care. A healthy BMI for a man. In order to achieve a healthy BMI for a man of my height, I need to weigh like 155 pounds. So I'm about 45 pounds away right now from a healthy BMI, and I think I can do that in a year. We'll see. I might eat my own shit. I'm like annoyed at myself that I'm putting this in the podcast, but I need. It's like the main thing I care about in life right now, and so I naturally am talking about it a lot. But I think I'm giving myself a year to do it, and I think I can do it in a year. It's not a crazy thing.
Yeah, of course you can do it. I mean, obviously it's just like the discipline. I feel like they say that like eating is like 80% of like the like, I guess, losing the weight. It's like I remember one time my brother, he was in that same path, and he spoke to a guy that was like, he wasn't jacked, but he was pretty good, like he was lean. And he asked him like, hey, like how'd you do it? Like how did you get so lean? He's like honestly, it's like 80% diet. I could be wrong, okay? So he says like 80% diet and 20% of the workout. And I'm like thinking, that kind of makes sense because like overall, like you want to intake food that not only makes you feel good but gives you that good energy. Like if you eat a bunch of shit, like what I've been eating a lot lately, but it's understandable. Tamales right now, like with Christmas, like I've been eating like shit, like 3 every night. Have you had tamales before, Gek?
What are tamales? Are they is that a sweet thing or a savory thing?
It has pork. Either has pork, chicken. It's a Mexican dish. It's like it's rolled up like in a flour, and then for you to eat it, you have to like take it out of the flour, or I think it's called flour, but shit. But anyways, yeah. So it's more of just like the diet part. I don't know how do you like plan to like do that? Do you just meal prep or do you just buy?
Well, it's like I'm counting calorie so the day the morning I finished my last show of the last tour, I started like counting calories of everything that I eat, and I've been doing that every day since, and I don't plan to stop. And it's really just, I mean, it's like calories in, this is all boring shit, but it's like, you know, you go on a website, you enter in your height and your weight, it tells you how long you have left to live, and then it tells you how many calories you burn a day, and then you just have to eat, you know, less than that, and then you lose weight. So that's kind of what I'm doing.
Thank God for technology. Shit.
Yeah. I use ChatGPT. There's like an AI thing where you can like take a picture of food and then like send it to the AI, and then it will tell you how many calories are in the food. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. I mean, that's good. Are you gonna like have are you like for like the gym? Are you just gonna like have a trainer? Or are you just gonna do it on your own?
I'm doing it on my. I don't like trainers. I don't like having like some. I've never liked regimented shit like classes or whatever. So, you know, you do the compound lifts, you do your squat, then you bench and your pull and your shoulders, and you do some auxiliaries, and you try to lift more than you did the day before, the last time. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm doing. Just making sure I hit the compound lifts, trying to go 3 times a week. Trying to lift a little bit more than trying to do a little bit more than I did the last time. It's been going well. It's really, I'm saying, I mean this, like this has been, like doing this kind of shit has been kind of like the best development in my life recently. And I intend to keep doing it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, well, you could do it, Gek. For sure you can do it. I mean...
Thanks, buddy.
I think, I mean, I know, like, everyone's New Year's resolution and whatnot. Like, January 1st might be packed at the gym, Gek, so be careful. You might have to wait in line for a certain gym equipment. I feel
are you jacked? How are you doing?
Shoot. I'm not fat. I'm not skinny. I'm all right with eating a whole lot and then doing this job. I feel like it creates a balance. So, yeah.
Well, Eddie, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
I just want to say thank you, Gex, for just every day committing to this podcast, to just listen to people and just being able to give your best feedback, you know. And I know you're not a therapist, but I have a question for you, Gex, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
How are you doing?
How am I doing? This morning I was doing pretty great. I'm really enjoying. I know, you know, we just talked about all this stuff. I went on like a 5-mile walk today. It felt fucking great. You know, I drank a Diet Mountain Dew before this and a Celsius, so I'm on 250 milligrams of caffeine. Shit. So that doesn't hurt. And
Diet Mountain Dew.
I'm fucking. I think in general, you know, I'm optimistic, man. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I appreciate you asking.
Right on. All right, then, Gek. Hope you enjoy the rest of your stream, and
thanks, buddy.
And you take care. Have a good one.
Thanks, Eddie. Take care, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
You know what? Eddie is like a really nice, sweet guy. He asking me all these. He therapy geckoed me. I have a love-hate relationship with telling people what I'm doing. Because when you tell people like, "Oh, I'm going to go lose weight" or whatever, your brain gets like a thing from it. But I'm also also like there's a weird like virtue signaling thing about it that I don't like doing. You know, I prefer to just do it instead of like, because that's what most people don't have a podcast. So if they want to do something, they just do it. They don't announce it to a bunch of people. But I don't know. Maybe it's good to share. Maybe it's good to talk about. Maybe other people will want to do it. And also, Eddie's a sweet guy, and he's asking me questions, and I'm not just gonna be like, I don't want to talk to you about this right now. You know, I did that with my family a little bit. Like when my family asked me about food, and they're like, "So you're doing what now? You're doing a fast? That sounds unhealthy." I'm like, I don't want to talk to you about this, but yeah, whatever. I'm excited about walking. That might just be what I do, is just go on walks forever. I can't think of anything better to... I've been in a real weird existential place in my life where I'm really trying to figure out like what's worth doing. And I think walking. I think really if you just walk around and look at stuff and then die, I think you did okay. I think you eat food, do whatever you can in 2025 under the capitalist system we live in to procure food and not die, and just look at stuff and then succumb hopefully to natural causes and die, and you did a good job. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, I can. What's your name?
My name is Carol. Nice to meet you, Geck. This is like my first time calling.
Kick ass. What's up, Carol? How's life?
Life, it's been great. Been feeling kind of homesick. I'm doing an internship out of state, and I'm like feeling a little out of place, kind of growing up. And I don't know, I miss home, kind of sucks being away for a while.
What is your internship?
I work at a very large art museum.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know, this is like my first time, kind of being an adult and kind of living by myself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Do you have roommates or do you live by yourself?
I do have roommates, but they're like all really old, and I'm like, I'm not like in the same kind of age group as they are. They're like in their 30s. And
what's really old to you?
Really old to, they're like 35. I know, I'm kind of like carbon dating.
They're like,
myself,
well, I'm sorry,
but...
say that again, you cut out.
Oh, they're like 35.
Okay,
and
how old are
I'm
you?
like in my 20s. I'm 20, yeah.
Are you in a good state? What state?
I'm in New York.
Oh, are you in like New York City?
Yeah, I'm in like Manhattan, yeah.
Wait, so what art museum? Oh, so you work, what art museum you work at, or is that too much information?
TMI. Just imagine a really.
I mean, that's pretty
big...
sick. I guess you could probably take your pick of a few of them, but that's pretty sweet. Are you enjoying New York?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's been really nice, like being able to just do shit by myself,
Yeah, dude.
I have a pretty good like family situation, which is why I kind of like feel like a little bit of a bitch and just, I kind of miss home. But yeah, it's been really great. I love where I work, and yeah.
Sick. What's your favorite kind of art?
That's a great question. I'll ask you. What kind of art do you like?
I like. I guess it's called contemporary art. Like,
okay.
I like random bullshit. Where there's this place in Pittsburgh that I go to every time I'm in Pittsburgh. It's called the Mattress Factory. It's a contemporary art museum, and they have like a room where it's just a fucking red light on a wall, and then there's a plaque next to it, and it's like and then the plaque is like, here's a fucking red light on a wall, and you're like, yeah, and then they're like, yeah.
Yeah, we love that.
Like,
yeah.
I like random weird bullshit. I don't like Renaissance art or anything like that. I like random weird, stupid bullshit that you look at and you're like, oh, this could be anything, you know? Like, it's funny, like, if you took a video of a dog walking around and you posted it on YouTube, nobody would look, no, it would be like a trash YouTube video that no one gave a fuck about, you know what I mean? But if you took a video of a dog walking around and then you, like, rented out a white room and you projected the video of the dog on, like, a white wall, and you put a plaque on it that said dog walking around, you could be like, that's art, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You just reminded me, I went to a museum the other day and they had a big ass like snow shovel just hanging from the ceiling, and I was like, wow.
Right.
That's great.
Right.
I think you'd like that deck. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, that's my kind of shit. I like stupid things like that.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I mean, my favorite kind of art is like really old art. I fucking love old art. It's like so weird. It's weird too, you know. There's these really like interesting ceramic vessels from like Peru, and it's like erotic art. Like it's just, you know, a guy with his dick out or a guy getting head. It's like really crazy how people thousands of years ago just made really erotic art like that. It's just really
I feel
strange.
like there's a lot of art that's just like some guy's dick or some lady's tits.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I studied art history, and that was something I did not expect from like a 1,000-year-old civilization. But it's great. You know, there's tits out. There's, you know, vagina out. Of course, there's always dick out, but it's nice.
This might be. You know what? I want to do. I'm going to do a more formal announcement of this, but I'll casually drop it into this conversation. This year, I'm going to do an art gallery.
That's awesome.
It's my like big. I'm trying to. It's going to be the first big thing that I do that has nothing to do with the Gecko, but I'm going to use the Gecko audience to promote it. I'm doing it this year. I think I'm doing it in March in Brooklyn, and I will have more details soon. But I'm crazy excited about it. I've been planning. I've been wanting to do it. I've been wanting to do something like this since before I started doing the therapy Gecko. Like I started writing down ideas for shit like in 2019, but I'm finally executing it in March.
That's fucking amazing.
I'm very
so happy
excited
for you.
about
That's
it.
awesome. That sounds really great. I'll be there, so
Hell yeah,
I'll definitely
come
go
through.
visit.
Yeah, dude. I like it'll be along the lines of the shit that I like dumb crap.
No,
like how someone paid like $1 billion, not $1 billion. Someone paid like $1 million for that stupid banana taped to a wall.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
I
love
like
the
that kind of
fucking
shit.
banana. Yes. You should have at least one work up where it's kind of reminiscent of the banana on a wall. I think.
It's all gonna be reminiscent of a banana on a wall. Like I don't draw or anything like that.
No, that's great. I think you should maybe put. I'm trying to think of like a banana kind of shaped, like vegetable, like maybe like an eggplant or something. I think that would be cool. But it's kind of heavy, so I think you need more duct tape. But anyways, I think you'll figure it out. You've got a great mind.
What's your name again?
Carol.
Well, Carol, good luck on your continuing art journey, and being congratulations on your transition into a cosmopolitan person of culture.
Thank you so much, Gek. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday.
Thank you, Carol. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you? How's life?
You know, life is just lovely and I have a question that I'm curious to hear your thoughts on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do you think humans, seek romantic relationships?
I think it's a fundamental biological thing. You know, I mean, there's like a
That's fair.
science to it, right?
Sure.
Yeah, you know, humans are social creatures, and they get horny, and they
Valid.
Yeah, so all those things. What's making you want to ask this question? Is there something to this?
Yeah. I feel like, people are always like, oh, the second you don't want a relationship, that's when it'll happen.
That's not
But I
true
feel
at
like-
all. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's not fucking true.
I feel like I'm in a state of life right now where things are just like going well. I'm enjoying it,
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if I even really desire one right now, just because I feel like I'm getting like a lot of happiness from my friendships and family.
It's great. Yeah. So are you like, you think you need one just because people are telling you do?
I don't know. And that's it's the holidays right now, and like I feel like going home for the holidays, there's a lot of pressure for sure. It's like, hey, like when are you gonna get into a relationship? And it's just interesting that like it's part of society.
It is part of society. Are you like? Is this something you've ever wanted?
Yeah, I feel like throughout the years, I definitely have wanted it, and like I have like gone out of my way to seek it. But just lately, I just am kind of like, I don't know. Things are just going well.
Cool. Good. What's going well?
I have a job that I really like. I have a group of friends that like we have common interests, which is like hasn't always been the case growing up. I don't know, it's just going good, man.
Cool. How old are you?
25.
25. Very nice. Well, yeah, the whole thing of like it'll happen when you least expect it and it happens when you don't want it is wrong. It's not true. I don't know. I don't know why people say that.
I don't know either.
Things tend to happen mainly as a result of intentional effort towards them happening.
I agree.
So if you don't put forth any intentional effort towards something happening, why the fuck would it just happen?
Sure. I talked with my sister about this, and she's a little older than me. And her thoughts were like that as you get older, your friends become less accessible because they're in relationships.
Definitely, yeah.
And that's why she started seeking a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I find it just weird.
I mean, you're lucky look, man, if you think your life is good, then you're lucky. And
I guess so.
You should just keep enjoying all the things that are good about your life instead of thinking you need something else.
I appreciate that, Lyle.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, goddamn, you don't want to
Thank you,
say some cuss words. Say something. Give me. You know what? No, never mind. Sorry, I don't know why I'm. Sorry, I'm crazy today. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
Live life.
There we go. See you later.
Cheers.
Therapy Gecko's on the line, taking your phone calls every night. Therapy Gecko's doing it right, he's teaching you how to live your life, but he's not